Who is Slammin' Sam Corso, and what is SlamminSamStocks.com all about?
Okay, my name is Sam Corso. I am a market statistician. At one time, I had a stock market newsletter, and I was a stockbroker. Never been caught in a big market drop. I use indicators that tell me when I should be in the market, when you should be cautious, and when you should not be in the market. So these indicators all add up to you making profits in the market and not losing any money. The name of the game is not to lose any money. Right?
How did you learn all of this? When did it start?
Okay, I actually took a stock market course back in the early 60s from the Wyckoff Stock Market Institute. Then they were out of Phoenix. But since then, the founders died and now someone else bought it out and they're out of New York City now. So he taught me all his techniques before we had the indicators that we have now. The big difference was it was a lot slower trading then. They only traded 1 million shares a day then, and the market hardly moved. Now it's changed considerably.
You have a personal touch, right?
Right, well, I look at things different. All these other people are going to tell you what happened. I more or less keep track of how it's happening. I want to know why it's going up and why it's going down. And I do this with volume. And they don't fool me very often.
That's right. Stop loss and other safety measures that you have in place. Why is that important?
Stop loss is very important. You buy the stock. If it doesn't go the way you thought it was going to go and it starts going down, the normal feelings are you don't want to sell it because you're losing money on it.
Right.
And if it goes a little bit further, you still don't want to sell it.
Right.
With my system, the minute you buy it, it should be going the direction you thought it was going to go. With my system, if we're wrong for whatever reason, we get out right away. We cut our losses short.
But my financial advisor has told me we have a plan. Just ignore what the market's doing. Why would you advise against doing just that?
Okay, this is probably okay in the last 10 years when the Dow went from 6,500 to 29,000, right? After 29,000, we've had a big change, And it's okay when things are going straight up like that. It's like quadrupled in 10 years, okay? Now, things have changed drastically in the last 6 months. So I don't know if your financial advisor told you to get out at 28,000 or 29,000. I saw something big coming, but I didn't know it was going to go down this fast. What it did, knowing when to sell, it broke out of one of my up channels. It broke out of the up channel. That told me to be cautious or to get out of the market.
You're also you're a famous tennis pro. Tell us about your tennis accolades and what you do locally in Syracuse, New York.
I've been playing tennis since I was like 14. And I've been lucky enough to win a national title. It took me about 55 years, but I won a national doubles title. And I've been playing for singles and doubles and mixed. I've won all the tournaments there are to win in upstate New York. So when you win them in upstate, you start going to out. So we won the New England Championship. When you win the New England Championship, that's 7 states. You start to thinking, maybe let's see what happens. Let's try some bigger tournaments.
Right.
So the first year I got in the 55 doubles, we got ranked number 4 in the nation.
Wow.
First year. Now the secret in doing pretty
What's the
good
secret?
tennis is get a good doubles partner.
Okay.
So I got one of the best doubles players in all of New York State. We team up. We start beating everybody in our area. Then we started playing in national tournaments. The first year I got in national tournaments, we got number 4 in the nation ranking.
That's
first
incredible.
year.
That's incredible.
The rest is
sure.
So you know how to win in the market and on the
well, it does help. Yeah, it does help. My 3 main things, and I'll tell you up front, is the stock market, tennis, and the Bible. I study the Bible.
All right.
I am a Bible. I'm not going to say I'm a Bible expert.
Sure.
But those are the 3 main things, right?
Yeah, I've heard you're pretty well versed.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. So,
What if I wanted you to evaluate something that's in my portfolio? Do you offer anything like that through your website? Would you be willing to maybe once or twice a month, take a look at my one of my stocks or my portfolio for me?
Well, I don't have a lot of time to do this, but I would be willing to take a look at like 2 or 3 of your stocks in your portfolio,
Sure.
whether it's mutual funds or individual stocks. What I could do is draw a couple lines on the charts that would it's either going to be in an up channel, or if it's in a down channel, you can see that. And as long as your stock or fund stays within these lines that I've drawn, you stick with it. If they start breaking down out of the channel, if it's in an up channel, that would be an indication to get out of it.
But you seem to be willing to put a safe and secure personal touch on what's happening, and we're not tethered in any way, so I can trust your honest feedback.
One thing that I do is probably different than everybody else. I don't listen to the news. You don't listen to the news. You only go by the charts and the patterns. After a while, you do this. You do this long enough, you're going to see certain patterns that are very good. Then the opposite, you're going to see some patterns that are very bad. You don't want to get stuck in something that's going down, and the reason that you don't want to sell it because you don't want to lose money. So if it keeps going down, what brokers used to do, finally it goes down to the bottom, and they call you up and they say, well, we might as well take our back. They did this before. So my indication, let's say you bought a stock at 20, it goes down to 19 and a half or 19, you're out. If you did it right, what happens after you got it 19, then it went to 18, then it went to 17, then it went to 16, okay? The other way around is we use stop losses, protect your money. 20, 19, we're out, okay? Now, the other way around, if you bought it at 20 and it goes to 21, now you raise your stop loss from 19 to 20.
Got it.
Now it's not a stop loss. Now you've broken even. It goes to 20 from 21.
At very worst, you broke it even.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's say it starts going up from 21. It goes to 22. Now you raise your stop loss to 21. So that locks in your profits from 20 to 21. Okay. Let's just say it goes to 24. Now now you raise your stop from 21 up to 23. So we call it a trailing stop.
Ooh, okay.
Which means as it goes up, right, you're following it up there.
Sure.
Long story short, it goes to 30, right? You're following it up. You're like your stop loss is now at 28 or 29. It starts to roll over now. Now, bang! It rolls over. It catches your stop. Now you're automatically out at 28 or 29. You bought it at 20. You made enormous profits. Now, if these profits are in your regular trading account, you have to pay taxes on them. If they're in a 401k or an IRA, you only pay taxes on those when you start taking it out.
Beautiful.
So we know when to buy. We put a protective stop loss. If the thing happens to go down right away, we're out. So we don't get stuck in a long-term downward spiral. Look, I don't know if this is going on or not, but you can put your stuff on it too.
Yeah, no, of course.
You got to put your stuff on it, the record too. Absolutely, it's going to be on there somewhere.
Okay, sure, yeah. Well, in the outro, I'll have a little powered by gadget.
Yeah, and you want to use a stock trader, not only
of course.
Put that on it. A stock trader. I'm Slammin Sam. I've been on this over 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
we love Ace.
This is the website, and I'm willing to help you. And my stuff is free. I'm willing to do analyze as a free trial. I will analyze their 2 or 3 of their stocks for free. Thanks for watching. Please visit slamminsamstocks.com. We appreciate you taking a look at it. Let me know what you think.